to this fall equinox healing session. My name is Jennifer Kalsa-Schimmel, and if this is your first time joining me, welcome, welcome, welcome. So for this healing, I'm going to be uniting a few different modalities and healing tools and experience and ceremony to really create a special experience for all of us to share. So before we get started, let me just talk, if this is your first time experiencing healings with me, what we're going to be doing. So when I do healings, I unite sound from the singing bowls as well as personal channeled using my voice to heal and break up any stagnant energy, any blocks, any beliefs, all of that. I also bring in a modality called Sacred Soul Alignment, which really works to get deep into the DNA and ancestral layers of our whole being and really bring in that energy and shift our experience. I also will bring in a tiny bit of energetic allergy healing. So you'll hear that at one point, not the full part, as that more is when I do with private clients, I bring that in more, but for this, you will hear it. So that is another modality that really works on a deep level to relieve and to release any imbalances or resistance or dis-ease that we have in our body that can show up as inflammatory response or any type of resistance to something. And I bring in often, there will be Reiki running. You'll also be hearing me bring in welcoming in the energy of certain flowers and their energetic allergy or their energy healing, excuse me. And I have a Sacred Soul Alignment crystal series that I will also be bringing in one of those as well for today. So at the beginning, you'll hear me using a mixture of all these tools for our time together today. And you'll also be hearing me ground and connect in with permissions to the land, to all of the beings and the energy around us. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm excited to get started and to share this special experience with you all. So as always, you are a sovereign being. I ask your permission to connect to you, to your higher self, and to the collective of those listening to your Akashic and Galactic records. You always can, say no and just not listen. But you can also welcome and accept this healing by just saying yes for yourself. So if you need to pause for a moment and do that, go right ahead. But you'll hear me ask permissions from all the other sentient energies around us. So of course we want to make sure that we ask you yourself as a divine expression of a physical form here. Okay, so let's begin. We're going to begin by clearing just our energy. This is my version of smudging. I do it with sound and energy. I find that it's more sustainable. And it more connects to my lineage. If we were in person, I'd probably bring some water in too, but. So deep breath, relaxing, sinking into your heart now. So in Divine Love and Light, we're going to call in the sacred light purification and the sacred light relationship healing between you and I, and you and every one of us, myself and every one of us joining, listening now and later. I invite you now to bring your awareness to the very ground you're sitting on today, to where you reside, to where you are called to live in this moment in your life. Bringing your awareness and your feet to that ground and the energy of that ground. We ask permissions and blessings from the land we sit upon and the original wisdom keepers of this land. The land of the Pentucket, the winding river. For me, I ask blessings and permissions. I always make sure that we start our ceremony with this aspect because we're doing our healing work on this land. Having the support of the wisdom keepers and the land itself in respect completely changes a ceremony. Okay, let's set our sacred container now. So we ask for only beings of 100% pure light to join us. We call and ask permissions and blessings of earth, all guides, guardians, and beings of earth. We call and we ask permissions and blessings of air, all guides, guardians, and beings of air. We call and ask permissions and blessings of fire, all guides, guardians, and beings of fire. We call and ask permissions of water, all guides, guardians, and beings of water. We call and ask blessings from all original land stewards, from our lineage, our ancestors, and our roots. We call them in today. We call to all ascended masters, archangels, angels, multi-galactic beings, multidimensional beings, our entire team. Calling in your team now, my team now. Calling in all fae, all dragons, all beings from all lineages that are here to support this work today. Welcoming them in now. Bringing your awareness now to your inner sacred space. Begin to slow your breath, breathing from your heart. Inhaling, feeling as if you're breathing in all of the beautiful source light that surrounds you. And exhaling. Any worries, stress, or external thoughts for just the time being, coming into the now. And as you're breathing in, feeling the heart fill with this beautiful primal source light, this initial source of all creation, a balance between being and nothingness, action and pause, the initial dance of all reality. Allowing it to fill your body. connect at your heart. And from here, sending a beautiful cord down through your body, out through your feet, through the layers of the earth, down, through the layers, down into the core, the beautiful golden crystalline core of Gaia, of our mother. Anchoring in, connecting in heart to heart here. Pausing to feel that heart to heart connection between you and Gaia, you and the mother. And then opening and welcoming her golden light to flow back up that cord, filling your entire being, filling your feet, your legs, your navel, your heart, expanding that heart with that divine love energy up through your throat, up through your head, out through the top of your head, sending this beautiful beacon of golden light up. And now from this space of expanded, connected, grounded love, calling in your divine aspect, your higher self, welcoming them in, welcoming you to merge with your higher self if that feels right for you today. And knowing that even if you do not see this, this is happening with your intention. So pausing, connecting in heart to heart with your divine I am self, your higher self. Beautiful. And from this unified connection, sending that golden divine self light up, out past all the galaxies, all the known universe, as far as you can go, connecting into the point of oneness, to the point of all creation, pure primal source. Connect in here, anchoring your heart to the heart of all creation. Feeling and pausing into this divine trinity of you and Gaia, of you and your higher self, and in you and source. Again, opening and welcoming the flood of pure primal source energy to cascade down your cord, flooding through your crown, third eye, through your throat, and uniting at your heart with the golden light of Gaia and your own unique divine light, forming a beautiful iridescent and gold, and maybe you see pink, maybe you see another color, forming your own beautiful light, a ball at your heart, allowing this ball to expand now out around you, forming your inner sanctuary, your inner sacred space within our outer sacred space. Beautiful. And stay here breathing as I begin to run this healing. So I'm going to begin by calling in the sacred soul alignment, balancing for brain chemistry. So this alignment is exactly what you think it would do. This is to balance all the neurotransmitters in your brain to help you really come in to a balanced state during this beautiful equinox time. So divine lemon light, calling this in now, creator change it. of this harvest, I'm going to call in with permission, of course, and always, I'm going to welcome in the energy of corn, the beautiful flower energy of corn, right? So corn helps to balance our divine and earth energy, helps us come into that balance. Corn also is a very sacred plant, as are all the plants, but for this time, it represents the harvest and abundance. And we come into that abundance when we find that point of balance, of being our divine in this physical incarnation. So I'm going to welcome in that energy of the corn and the cornflower now. Creator, change it. Next into a special symphony, I call them a collection of alignments to create its own unique energy. Okay, so I'm going to call in the heart-brain alignment, the alignment divine recognition and clarity, and own your own sparkle. So this symphony of alignments is to really support you to integrate, looking at my notes here, to integrate your divine self, your divine presence, right? That energy we called in with the corn. So this is really to help you come into that point of balance, of that oneness, okay? So sinking in here, it's divine love and light. I'm going to call in the Sacred Soul Alignment Symphony, heart, brain, divine recognition and clarity, and own your own sparkle now. Creator, change it. As we begin this beautiful transition from Equinox to the glorious celebration. In my tradition, it's called Samhain. It's the Celtic New Year. But this special time, this portal time, I like to call it, around October 31st, November 1st, this time is celebrated in numerous cultures in the world, right? It's this time of complete changing, a shifting in the Northern Hemisphere. This is the time where we go into stillness, into quiet, into the inner work, right? The land is becoming quiet. The Southern Hemisphere, you guys are starting to wake up, right? And blossom. So I'm going to call in now, that awareness, that sinking in. I'm going to call in the Sacred Soul Alignment, the special crystal alignment, Mystic Merlinite. So this alignment is going to help heal, balance, and activate all of your energy centers. So you can really come into this expanded space as we move forward to really connect into all the wisdom around us. And then I'm going to follow it with calling in the Sacred Soul Alignment, wisdom of the trees, to really connect calling in Mystic Merlinite now. Creator, change it. Wisdom of the trees. Find them light. Creator, change it. Let's anchor all of that in now. Anchoring it in and grounding it in with the assistance of the black tourmaline alignment. Really grounding and anchoring this into all your hearts and your high hearts, your mind and your higher mind, every cell of your being into your root, your earth star chakra, the 5th dimensional grid system of Gaia, and the 12th dimensional grid system now. Pausing in this stillness, we give gratitude to the earth, to the air, to the fire, to the water, to all our ancestors, all divine beings, all ascended beings, galactic, multidimensional, our team, all the original wisdom keepers, the land that we sit upon. We give gratitude to ourself and our higher aspect for supporting us in this healing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And I love that as I'm recording this for you all, it is 11:11 here. So beautiful, perfectly timed. I don't plan these out. So please allow this energy at least to run 24 to 48 hours. You are welcome to listen to this again, to go into different layers for yourself. But I always ask that you give it that time to really at least run its initial running, okay? Much love to you all. Have a wonderful equinox. And please let me know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. I do share these healings. If you are subscribing for my YouTube channel, please let me know how this healing felt for you, any experiences. I love hearing back from you all. And if you want to go deeper, always remember, you can always book a healing with me. Or if you want to, I'm offering, of course, my, you may have heard me talk about it, my Rooted to Rise program that starts in just a few weeks, October 12th. And it will be a beautiful 3-month, 9 really deep healings going through major experiences to really clear out all that is in our lower energies, all beliefs, all traumas, to really help you release fear, release ancestral trauma, really activate that DNA so you can rise, right? All of that, so you can step into your power, reclaim your power, your keys, and blossom as we move into 2021. So I will leave those links below, and much love to you all. If you have any questions, always ask. Have a beautiful equinox.